Let your body begin to settle now, deeper into the surface beneath you, as if gravity itself has decided to cradle you just a little more gently than before. Feel the way your shoulders press into the softness below, not fighting, not resisting, but simply allowing the weight of your arms to sink, as though they are made of something heavier than flesh, something like warm, liquid gold. Your hands, resting wherever they are, may start to feel as if they are melting into the fabric or the surface beneath them, each finger loosening its grip on the day, on the tension, on anything that isn't this moment. And your legs, too, can grow heavier, as if the bones inside them have turned to smooth, polished stone, sinking just a little deeper with every slow, steady breath you take. Now bring your attention to your breath, not to change it, not to force it, but simply to notice how it moves through you, like a slow, rhythmic tide. Inhale and feel the air filling your lungs, cool and light, as if it carries with it the quiet hum of a distant, healing frequency, 432 hertz. Just once, just enough to remind your body of its own harmony. Exhale and let the breath leave you just as easily, carrying away any last traces of effort, any lingering thoughts that don't belong here. In this moment of deep, unshaken stillness. With each breath, your chest rises and falls, not because you're making it happen, but because it's simply what your body knows how to do, effortlessly, naturally, like the turning of the earth beneath you. Now let your awareness drift downward to the places where your body meets the surface beneath you. Feel the back of your head resting against whatever supports it, the gentle pressure where your skull meets the pillow or the floor, as if the very weight of your thoughts is dissolving into the stillness. Your spine, too, can relax, vertebra by vertebra, from the base of your neck all the way down to the small of your back, each segment softening, releasing, as if the bones themselves are remembering how to rest. And your hips, your thighs, your calves, all of them can grow heavier now, as if the earth is pulling you just a little closer, just a little deeper into this moment of quiet surrender. Your breath continues, slow and steady, like the rise and fall of gentle waves on a shore far away. With every inhale, you draw in more of this stillness, more of this quiet, more of the soft, golden light that seems to fill the space around you, even if your eyes are closed. With every exhale, you release anything that doesn't serve you here, any tension, any thought, any distraction, letting it drift away like leaves on a slow, moving river. And with each breath, you sink just a little deeper, just a little more completely, into this place where time moves differently, where the only thing that matters is the weight of your body, the rhythm of your breath, the quiet hum of your own presence. Now, as you lie here, completely at ease, let your mind begin to drift toward the edges of a new kind of space. A place where the air itself feels different, softer, warmer, as if it's been woven from threads of light and stillness. Imagine for a moment that the room around you is no longer a room at all, but the beginning of a vast, circular chamber where the walls are not solid, but made of layers of mist, drifting in slow, hypnotic patterns. Each layer of mist is a different hue: amber, rose, pale violet, shifting and blending like the colors of a sunset that never quite fades. And the light here doesn't come from any single source, but seems to glow from within the mist itself, casting soft, golden reflections onto the still water below. The floor beneath you is no longer the surface you're lying on, but a mirror of perfectly still water, so clear and calm that it doesn't reflect your body as it is. Instead, it shows your silhouette as a constellation of glowing points, as if your bones have been replaced by captured starlight, each one pulsing softly in time with your breath. And the air here, it's neither warm nor cool, but exactly right, as if it's been tailored just for you, just for this moment, just for this deep, unshaken relaxation. You don't need to move or think or do anything at all, because here in this chamber, time moves in ripples, and every breath you take is both a breath held and a breath released, a breath remembered and a breath forgotten. Now, let your awareness expand outward, beyond your body, beyond the edges of the mist, to the very edges of this chamber. The walls here are not walls at all, but layers of suspended light, shifting and swirling in slow, hypnotic patterns, as if they are alive with a quiet, ancient energy. And as you watch, the mist begins to part just slightly, revealing glimpses of something deeper, a space where the light bends and refracts, creating slow, drifting geometries that seem to dance just beyond your vision. These shapes aren't sharp or jagged, but soft and flowing, like the curves of a river or the gentle arcs of a bird in flight. And as you watch them, you may begin to feel a sense of deep, unshaken peace, as if your mind is being gently guided toward a place of perfect stillness. Your breath continues, slow and steady, like the pulse of the earth itself. With every inhale, you draw in more of this quiet, more of this light, more of the soft, golden warmth that fills this chamber. With every exhale, you release anything that doesn't belong here, any last traces of tension, any lingering thoughts, any distractions that might pull you away from this moment of deep, unbroken relaxation. And with each breath, you sink just a little deeper, just a little more completely, into this place where time moves differently, where the only sound is the quiet hum of your own presence. The only light is the soft glow of the mist around you. Now let your mind drift even further toward the very center of this chamber, where the water below you seems to ripple just slightly, as if something ancient and wise is stirring beneath its surface. The ripples are slow, deliberate, like the breath of something vast and patient, something that has been waiting for you to arrive. And as you watch, the water begins to glow just a little brighter. The constellation of starlight that is your silhouette pulsing softly in response, as if your body is remembering something deep and forgotten. This is a place of healing, a place of rest, a place where the weight of the world can finally slip away, leaving you lighter, freer, more at peace than you've ever been. Your breath remains slow and steady, like the turning of the tides. With every inhale, you draw in more of this stillness, more of this quiet, more of the soft, golden light that fills this chamber. With every exhale, you release anything that doesn't serve you here, any tension, any thought, any distraction, letting it drift away like mist on the wind. And with each breath, you sink just a little deeper, just a little more completely, into this place where time moves in ripples, where the only thing that matters is the weight of your body, the rhythm of your breath, the quiet hum of your own presence. Now let your awareness drift upward toward the very top of this chamber, where the mist seems to thin just slightly, revealing a sky that isn't a sky at all, but a vast, endless expanse of soft, golden light. This light doesn't hurt your eyes, doesn't demand your attention, but simply exists, like the quiet hum of a lullaby sung just for you. And as you watch, the light begins to shift, to bend, to form slow, drifting patterns that seem to echo the shapes of the mist below. These patterns aren't random, but deliberate, like the slow, steady pulse of a heartbeat, like the rise and fall of your own breath, like the quiet, unshaken rhythm of this place. Your body continues to relax, deeper and deeper, as if every muscle, every bone, every cell is remembering how to rest. Your shoulders sink just a little further. Your arms grow just a little heavier. Your legs melt just a little more completely into the surface beneath you. And your breath, it remains slow, steady, unhurried, like the tide, drawing you deeper and deeper still, turning of the earth like the drift of clouds across a summer sky. With every inhale, you draw in more of this stillness, more of this quiet, more of the soft, golden light that fills this chamber. With every exhale, you release anything that doesn't belong here, any tension, any thought, any distraction, letting it drift away like mist on the wind. Now let your mind drift even further toward the very edges of this chamber, where the mist seems to thicken just slightly, as if it's guarding something ancient, something sacred. And as you watch, the mist begins to part, just enough to reveal a doorway that isn't made of wood or stone, but of light itself, soft and golden, pulsing gently in time with your breath. This doorway doesn't lead anywhere you need to go, doesn't demand anything of you, but simply exists like an invitation, like a promise of something deeper, something more peaceful. And as you watch it, you may begin to feel a sense of deep, unshaken calm, as if your mind is being gently guided toward a place of perfect stillness, perfect rest. Your breath continues, slow and steady, like the pulse of the earth itself. With every inhale, you draw in more of this quiet, more of this light, more of the soft, golden warmth that fills this chamber. With every exhale, you release anything that doesn't serve you here, any last traces of tension, any lingering thoughts, any distractions that might pull you away from this moment of deep, unbroken relaxation. And with each breath, you sink just a little deeper, just a little more completely, into this place where time moves differently, where the only sound is the quiet hum of your own presence. The only light is the soft glow of the mist around you. Now let your awareness drift back to your body, to the weight of it, the stillness of it, the deep, unshaken peace of it. Feel the way your shoulders press into the surface beneath you, heavy and relaxed, as if they've finally let go of everything they've been carrying. Your arms, too, can grow heavier now, as if they are made of something softer than flesh, something like warm, liquid honey, melting into the stillness. And your legs, your hips, your thighs, your calves, all of them can sink just a little deeper, just a little more completely, into this moment of perfect rest. Your breath remains slow and steady, like the turning of the tides. With every inhale, you draw in more of this stillness, more of this quiet, more of the soft, golden light that fills this chamber. With every exhale, you release anything that doesn't belong here, any tension, any thought, any distraction, letting it drift away like mist on the wind. And with each breath, you sink just a little deeper, just a little more completely, into this place where time moves in ripples, where the only thing that matters is the weight of your body, the rhythm of your breath, the quiet hum of your own presence. Now let your mind drift outward again, toward the edges of this chamber, where the mist continues to shift and swirl in slow, hypnotic patterns. The colors here, amber, rose, pale violet, blend and fade into one another, like the slow, steady pulse of a heartbeat, like the rise and fall of your own breath. And as you watch, the mist begins to part just slightly, revealing glimpses of something deeper, a space where the light bends and refracts, creating slow, drifting geometries that seem to dance just beyond your vision. These shapes aren't sharp or jagged, but soft and flowing, like the curves of a river or the gentle arcs of a bird in flight. And as you watch them, you may begin to feel a sense of deep, unshaken peace, as if your mind is being gently guided toward a place of perfect stillness. Now, let your awareness drift downward again, toward the still water below you, where your silhouette glows like a constellation of captured starlight. The water here is so clear, so calm, that it doesn't reflect your body as it is, but shows you as you truly are, light, peaceful, unburdened. And as you watch, the constellation of starlight begins to pulse just slightly, in time with your breath, as if your body is remembering something deep and ancient. This is a place of healing, a place of rest, a place where the weight of the world can finally slip away, leaving you lighter, freer, more at peace than you've ever been. Now let your mind drift even further toward the very edges of this chamber, where the mist seems to thicken just slightly, as if it's guarding something sacred, something ancient. And as you watch, the mist begins to part, just enough to reveal a doorway made of light, soft and golden, pulsing gently in time with your breath. This doorway doesn't lead anywhere you need to go, doesn't demand anything of you, but simply exists like an invitation, like a promise of something deeper, something more peaceful. And as you watch it, you may begin to feel a sense of deep, unshaken calm, as if your mind is being gently guided toward a place of perfect stillness, perfect rest. Your body continues to relax deeper and deeper, as if every muscle, every bone, every cell is remembering how to rest. Your shoulders sink just a little further. Your arms grow just a little heavier. Your legs melt just a little more completely into the surface beneath you. And your breath, it remains slow, steady, unhurried, like the vesper quill's voice drifts into the space between your thoughts like a feather settling onto still water. The words do not arrive all at once. They come in fragments, each syllable a slow unraveling of the air itself. You do not hear them so much as feel them, vibrating in the hollow behind your breastbone, a resonance that hums just below the threshold of sound. This is the anchor, not a noise, but a presence, a steady pulse that does not demand attention, but simply is. The chamber of fractured dawn does not greet you. It does not welcome or reject. It simply holds you. The moment you arrive, the moment you realize you have arrived, the walls of mist do not part or shift. They remain suspended. Layers of amber and rose and pale violet, each hue not painted, but breathed into existence, as if the air itself is a living canvas, and you are standing inside the slow exhale of a sleeping artist. The light does not fall. It drifts like dust motes caught in a sunbeam. But these are not dust motes. They are tiny geometries, fragments of light that refract and bend, not into rainbows, but into feelings, a warmth on the back of your neck, a soft pressure behind your eyes, as if the light itself is touching you. Beneath your feet, the floor is not water, not ice, not glass, but something that remembers water. A surface so still it forgets it is a surface. You do not step onto it. You settle into it. And for a breath, just one, you wonder if you are sinking the sensation shifts, not sinking, but being held, the way a cradle holds a sleeping child, the way the earth holds roots, not too tight, not too loose, just enough to let you know you are safe. Your reflection does not appear here, not as you expect. Instead, the water shows you something else. A constellation of glowing points. Not your face, not your body, but the essence of you, as if your bones are made of captured starlight. Each point a tiny sun, pulsing in time with the anchor, not flickering, not wavering, but breathing. A slow, steady inhale and exhale of light. The air here is not warm, not cool, not anything you could name. It is simply right. A temperature that does not register as temperature, but as comfort, the way a favorite blanket feels, not because it is thick or thin, but because it remembers you. The air here does the same. It does not move. It does not stir. It simply holds you, like a sigh held just a moment too long, before releasing, softly, effortlessly. Time does not pass here, not in the way you know. It ripples, like a stone dropped into still water. But the stone is your breath, and the water is the air, and the ripples are not waves, but moments, stretching, softening, becoming something vast and slow. A single breath can last an hour. A heartbeat can last a day. And yet, it does not feel long. It feels right. Now, let your awareness drift downward, not with effort, not with intention, but with the same ease as a leaf falling. From your head to your shoulders, feel the weight of your skull, not as a burden, but as a presence, the way a stone rests at the bottom of a pond. Settled, still, content. Your shoulders rise slightly with each inhale, not because they must, but because the air lifts them, like a gentle hand beneath your chin. The tension in your jaw, the way your teeth press together. Even now, even here, it begins to soften, not because you command it, but because the air asks it to, the way a breeze asks a curtain to sway. Your lips part slightly, not to speak, but to breathe. And with that breath comes a warmth, not heat, but a glow, like sunlight through closed eyelids, spreading from your chest, down your arms, into your fingertips, where it lingers. Your hands resting wherever they are, palms up or down. It does not matter, because the air here knows them. Each finger, each knuckle, each line in your skin is held in the same gentle way as the water holds your reflection. Your fingers may twitch, not because you will them to, but because the resonance asks them to. A slow, lazy unfolding, like a flower opening to the sun. Now, let your awareness drift lower to your chest, where the anchor hums, not as a sound, but as a feeling, a slow, steady pulse, like the beating of a distant drum, but softer, softer still, until it is not a drum at all, but the rhythm of your own heart, sinking, softening, becoming one with the resonance. Your breath deepens, not because you force it, but because the air invites it. Each inhale, a slow, gentle filling. Each exhale, a soft, effortless release, as if the air itself is breathing with you. Your ribs, the bones that hold your lungs, they begin to soften, not because they are weak, but because they trust, the way a bird trusts the branch it rests on, the way a river trusts the earth it flows through. Your chest rises, not with effort, but with ease, like a balloon lifting in a gentle breeze. And with each breath, the anchor hums a little deeper, a little softer, until it is not a hum at all, but the absence of sound, a silence so complete, it becomes its own kind of music. Now, let your awareness drift to your belly, where the breath gathers, not as air, but as warmth, a slow, golden glow, spreading outward, not in a rush, but in waves, like ripples on a pond, each one softer than the last. Your stomach rises, not because you push it, but because the breath lifts it, like a hand cradling a sleeping child. Your muscles soften, not because they are tired, but because they remember how to rest. The way a cat remembers how to curl into a perfect circle. The tension in your hips, the way they hold onto the weight of the day. It begins to dissolve, not all at once, but in layers, like mist burning away in the morning sun. Your legs, heavy, warm, settled, the way a stone settles into the earth, not sinking, but belonging. Your knees, your ankles, your feet, all held by the same gentle gravity. The way the chamber holds you, not too tight, not too loose, but just right. Now, let your awareness drift to your cells, not as a thought, but as a feeling. Each one, a tiny universe, holding its own breath. The anchor hums through them, not as a sound, but as a vibration, a slow, steady pulse, like the beating of a distant heart, but softer, softer still, until it is not a pulse at all, but the absence of tension, a stillness so deep, it becomes its own kind of movement. Your cells, each one, a tiny sun, glowing with the same light as your reflection. They do not fight. They do not resist. They simply soften, like wax melting in the sun. The tension, the tightness, the holding, it all begins to dissolve, not because you command it, but because the resonance asks it to, the way the tide asks the shore to yield. Your cells sigh, not as a sound. You are here, in this space where time has softened into something thick and golden, like honey suspended in warm light. And every breath you take is not just air moving through your body, but rest itself, a slow, deliberate substance filling your lungs, not rushing, not forcing, but simply arriving, like the first light of dawn touching the surface of still water. The air around you is not empty. It is rich, dense, with the weight of peace. You can feel it pressing gently against your skin, like the softest fabric, woven from threads of quiet and calm. And with every inhale, you draw this rest deeper, not just into your chest, but into your shoulders, your arms, your fingers, each one relaxing, as if the very idea of tension has dissolved. Your breath moves in, and you notice the way your ribs expand, not with effort, but with ease, like the petals of a flower opening to the morning sun. And as they do, you feel the space inside you growing, not just wider, but softer, as if the bones themselves are becoming lighter, less like stone and more like clouds, drifting, weightless. The rest you are breathing is not just air. It is a frequency, a vibration, humming at 432 hertz. A sound so deep, so pure, that it resonates with the very core of your being. You don't hear it with your ears. You feel it in your bones, in your blood, in the quiet spaces between your thoughts. And with every breath, this frequency grows stronger, weaving itself into the fabric of your body. Your exhale is just as important. It is not a release of what you no longer need, but a surrender, a letting go of the last traces of anything that isn't rest. And as the air leaves your lungs, you feel it carrying away not just the physical weight, but the mental, the emotional, like leaves drifting on a slow river, moving further and further away until they are no longer yours to hold. The space between your breaths is where the magic happens. That tiny pause where nothing is moving and everything is still. In that moment, you are not thinking. You are not doing. You are simply being. And in that being, you feel the rest deepening, settling into your muscles, your bones, your very cells. Your body is not fighting this rest. It is welcoming it, like an old friend, returning after a long absence. And with every breath, the welcome grows warmer, more complete. Your shoulders soften, Your jaw unclenches. Your forehead smooths, as if the very idea of tension has never existed. The rest is not just in your body. It is in the air around you, in the light that touches your skin, in the silence that fills the space between sounds. And as you breathe, you begin to notice that the rest is not something you are doing, but something you are becoming. Like the way water becomes ice, slowly, inevitably, without effort, your breath moves in, and you feel the coolness of the air as it enters your nostrils. Not sharp, not cold, but refreshing, like the first sip of water on a warm day. And as it travels deeper, you feel it touching the back of your throat. Soft, gentle, like a whisper, and then it fills your lungs, expanding them, not with force, but with ease. The rest you are breathing is not just physical. It is emotional. It is mental. It is spiritual. And as it fills you, you feel the layers of your being unwinding like a spool of thread. Each layer, each thought, each memory, softening, dissolving into the rest. Your exhale is slow, deliberate, like the last notes of a lullaby. And as the air leaves your body, you feel it taking with it the last remnants of anything that isn't peace. The tension in your neck, the tightness in your chest, the weight in your mind, all of it drifting away like mist rising from a quiet lake. The space between your breaths is sacred. It is where the rest deepens, where the healing begins. In that pause, you are not holding onto anything. You are not resisting anything. You are simply allowing. And in that allowing, the rest becomes a part of you, like the way the ocean becomes a part of the shore. Your body is not just relaxing, it is transforming, like the way a caterpillar becomes a butterfly, not with struggle, but with surrender. And as the rest fills you, you feel the old layers of tension, the old patterns of stress peeling away, like the skin of an onion, revealing something softer, something lighter beneath. The frequency of 432 hertz is not just a sound. It is a vibration, a resonance that aligns with the natural rhythm of your body. And as you breathe, you feel this frequency, not just in your ears, but in your bones, in your cells, in the very core of your being. And with every breath, this frequency grows stronger, more present, more real. Your breath moves in, and you feel the way your chest rises, not with effort, but with grace, like the way a wave rises before it crests. And as it does, you feel the rest spreading, not just through your lungs, but through your entire body. Your arms, your legs, your fingers, your toes, all of you becoming lighter. Your exhale is a release, but not a loss. It is a letting go of what no longer serves you. And as the air leaves your body, you feel it carrying away the last traces of resistance, the last whispers of tension, the last shadows of anything that isn't peace. And with every exhale, you feel lighter, freer, more at rest. The space between your breaths is where the healing happens, where the rest deepens, where the transformation begins. In that pause, you are not thinking, you are not doing, you are simply being. And in that being, you feel the rest becoming a part of you, like the way the earth becomes a part of the sky. Your body is not just relaxing, it is healing, like the way a wound closes, not with pain, but with gentleness. And as the rest fills you, you feel the old wounds, the old tensions, the old stresses softening, dissolving, like sugar in warm tea. The frequency of 432 hertz is not just a sound. It is a healing force, a vibration that resonates with the very essence of your being. And as you breathe, you feel this frequency, not just in your ears, but in your heart, in your soul, in the quiet spaces between your thoughts. And with every breath, this frequency grows stronger, more present, more real. Your breath moves in, and you feel the way your ribs expand, not with force, but with ease, like the way a flower opens to the sun. And as they do, You feel the rest spreading, not just through your lungs, but through your entire body. Your shoulders, your neck, your jaw, all of you becoming softer. Your exhale is a surrender, a letting go of what no longer belongs. And as the air leaves your body, you feel it carrying away the last traces of anything that isn't peace, the last whispers of tension, the last shadows of resistance. And with every exhale, you feel lighter, freer, more at rest. The space between your breaths is where the magic lives, where the rest deepens, where the healing begins. In that pause, you are not holding onto anything. You are not resisting anything. You are simply allowing. And in that allowing, the rest becomes a part of you, like the way the night becomes a part of the day. Your body is not just relaxing, it is transforming, like the way a seed becomes a tree. Not with struggle, but with patience. And as the rest fills you, you feel the old layers of tension, the old patterns of stress. And now, as the words begin to soften, like the last light of a setting sun, you can feel the edges of this moment dissolving into something deeper, something quieter. The resonance that has been guiding you, humming through every breath, every heartbeat, every gentle wave of relaxation. It doesn't need the words anymore. It doesn't need your attention. It simply continues, like the steady rhythm of the ocean, like the quiet pulse of the earth beneath you, carrying you further and further into this space of stillness. Your body knows how to rest here. Your mind knows how to drift. There's nothing to hold on to, nothing to chase, nothing to fix. Just this moment, just this warmth, just this peace. The images that once flickered behind your eyes, the thoughts that once whispered in your mind, they're fading now, like stars at dawn. Not because they're gone, but because they are no longer needed, because you've arrived. You've arrived at this place of quiet, this place of safety, this place where everything is exactly as it should be. And the resonance, the hum that has been with you all along, it's still here. It's still working, still soothing, still reminding your body, your mind, your spirit that everything is okay. You don't have to remember the words. You don't have to remember the sounds. You only have to remember this feeling, this deep, unshakable sense of calm. Because this feeling, this peace, it's yours. It's always been yours, and it will always be here, waiting for you. Like a quiet corner of your home, like a favorite chair by the window, like the first sip of tea on a slow morning. Whenever you need it, whenever you want to return, it will be here. And even now, as the words begin to fade, as the silence grows deeper, the resonance remains. It remains in the soft rise and fall of your breath, in the gentle weight of your body against the surface beneath you. It remains in the quiet hum of the world around you, in the distant sounds that no longer pull at your attention. Because you're safe here, you're held here, you're exactly where you need to be. There's no rush to leave this place, no need to open your eyes, no need to move. You can stay here as long as you like. Minutes, hours, or simply the space between one breath and the next. Because time doesn't matter here. Only this moment, only this peace. The resonance is still with you, still guiding you, still reminding you that you don't have to do anything. You don't have to be anything. You can simply be. And that's enough. More than enough. Because you are enough, just as you are. And as the words grow softer, as the silence grows warmer, you can feel yourself sinking deeper, not into darkness, but into light. A soft, golden light that wraps around you like a blanket. A light that holds you, comforts you, reminds you that you are safe, that you are loved, that you are exactly where you need to be. This peace, this warmth, this quiet, it's always here. Not just in this moment, but in every moment. You only have to remember. You only have to return. And it will be waiting. Like an old friend, like a familiar embrace, like coming home. And even when the words are gone, even when the silence is complete, the resonance will still be here, working its gentle magic, healing, soothing, restoring. Because that's what it does. That's what it's always done. And it will continue long after the words have faded. So now, as the last of the words drift away, you can let go. Let go of the need to listen. Let go of the need to stay awake. Let go of everything except this. Accept this peace. Accept this warmth. Accept this quiet. And as you drift, as you sink, as you let go, know that you are safe. Know that you are held. Know that you are exactly where you need to be. In this moment, in this space, in this peace, the resonance is still here. The hum is still working, and it will continue, even when the words are gone, even when the silence is complete. It will continue, guiding you, soothing you, healing you. So now, as the last of the words fade into the quiet, you can let go. Let go of everything except this. Accept this peace. And as you sink deeper, as you drift further, know that this peace, this warmth, this quiet, it's always here, waiting for you whenever you need it, whenever you want to return. It will be here. So now, as the words grow softer, as the silence grows warmer, you can let go. Let go of the need to stay awake. Let go of the need to listen. Let go of everything except this. Accept this moment. Accept this peace. And as you drift, as you sink, as you let go, know that you are safe. Know that you are held. Know that you are exactly where you need to be. In this quiet, in this warmth, in this peace, the resonance is still here. The hum is still working, and it will continue, even when the words are gone, even when the silence is complete. It will continue, soothing you, healing you, guiding you. So now, as the last of the words fade into the quiet, you can let go. Let go of everything except this. Accept this peace. Sleep now. Drift softly. The quiet remembers you.